Okay, now that we have the recorder out of the box and we just have it here, let's take a quick tour of this TASCAM recorder. As you can see, this is the front side of it, and we have the LCD screen right here. I still have the little plastic thing on it. I'm not going to take that off quite yet. And note, this is pretty much made out of all plastic for the most part. And it feels pretty durable. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic or anything like that. So I think this can last for quite some time without any type of damage happening to it. The buttons feel pretty strong, you know, not getting any type of looseness on the buttons or anything like that. So they feel pretty strong as well. Just checking everything out real quick. So yeah, so like I said, this is the front side. Let's turn it over on this side, and you have the two XLR. This is actually a dual set or whatever. You have XLRs and you have the TRS connections as well, so that's pretty good. If we turn it on this side right here, we have the external timecode in. So that's what that is for. We have the volume for your headphone jack. All right. And this right here, of course, is the headphone jack right here. And then we have line timecode out. So that's this jack right here. So it looks like it can do timecode in and timecode out, which is pretty good for such a compact recorder. Okay, so on this side, it looks like this is the power switch. You have a USB connection right here. And you also have, this is where the micro SD card will go. All right. On this side right here, which is the top side. This side, I think this is for the Bluetooth dongle thing. So this right here is just a placeholder right here. And this is exactly where you put the Bluetooth dongle. I don't have that right now. I may look into purchasing that as well. So yeah, so that's a pretty much quick tour of the actual recorder itself. So we're going to power this thing up. We're going to put the SD card in there, and we'll see how it looks from the inside. Okay, so let's power this thing up. This recorder takes 3 AA batteries. 3 AA batteries. Okay. And let's put the micro SD card in it. This is a 64 gig. I think you can put up to 512. So 512 gigs, I think, is the most you can use for this particular recorder, which is plenty. You know what I'm saying? So let's power this thing up. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see how long it takes to totally come on. All right, there we go. And it's on right now. And just a quick little, I don't want to call it a warning, but I did, before I started recording, I did kind of go into here and made a couple of adjustments, just changed, put the new date on it, and just changed some things on it already. I didn't go into too much details. I didn't go into all the menus. So I just want to just put that out there. So I'm gonna go ahead on and bring this up closer to the camera, and hopefully that will be in focus so you can just see the layout of the of what's on the screen right now. So there we go. All right. And so, not to make this such a long video, I just want to go through just the menus and how to get to the menus and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, this is my first TASCAM product, so I'm totally unfamiliar with everything. So I'm learning just as everybody else, who's watching this video. All right, so I see menu. browse, input, output. All right, so how do we get to those? All right, so right here we have F1, F2, F3, and F4. So if I want to go to this menu right here, I'm going to try F1. So yeah. All right, and within this section right here, you have F1 is home, F2 is up, F3 is down, and then F4 is enter. So I'm just gonna go ahead on and just run down everything within the menu. I'm not gonna go into too much of everything that's going on within the menu itself. So we'll bring this up a little bit. All right, now if I hit enter, let's see what happens when I hit enter. Okay, so enter brings you into whatever section you land on. Enter brings you into that section where there's more information within that section. So that's cool. I'm gonna go back. Okay, and I'm gonna hit home. Okay, now let's go into browse, which is F2. Okay, so it looks like in browse, I think that's focusing more on the card and the information that's on the SD card itself. So if I hit enter, let's see what happens. Yes, all right. So within this section right here, you're able to name, the folder within the card itself. So won't go through all that right now, but that's good information to know. I'm gonna go back and home. All right, let's go to the input. That's F3. All right, and let's go F3 so we can go down just to see the different section. All right, now home. And now let's go output. F4. F3 to go down. And back home. Okay, so yeah. So there we go. So that's just a quick look. So I've done a video as far as, unboxing this particular field recorder, which is the TASCAM FR-AV2. We put, we took a little tour of what's going on outside of the recorder itself. We put some batteries in, we put the SD card in, and we just ran through a little bit of the menus so far. So that's just, like I said, I'm just doing an overall quick introduction, or an introduction. I don't want to say quick because this video is kind of long, I believe. So I just wanted to do that real quick. Hopefully this was informative, and until next time, take care.